Hi, this is Christy Whitman with the Quantum Success Show, where you can get your information and inspiration to create your desires. And today I'm going to address some questions, a lot of questions that you guys have written into me. And many of the questions, I always review, like, what does someone want to learn more about and how can I be of service? I always want you to tell me, hey, I've got an idea for a show, I have a question about this, could you address this? And so many of the ones that came in were, how do I change my mom? How do I get the man I'm in a relationship with to love me more? How can I get my ex-husband back? How can I get my children to XYZ? So the focus is really about the other person. And what I know about the universal laws, because believe me, I have tried, you cannot affect another person in the sense of change or control or make things happen with someone else. We are all creating our own life experience, and we are creating things in our life based on the energy that we give out, right? So that energy that we give out has a carrier wave. It has a relationship with the other people that are in your life. So we can't go outside of ourselves and try to fix this person and make them less controlling, or make them more sensitive in what they say, or make them more conscious, or make them less competitive, or any of these things. These are all things outside of us. So our focus and our attention is outside of us, when our focus and our attention needs to be within our own being, because as within, so without. So if you have a theme, say it's you finding there's a lot of criticism coming at you, maybe it's your boss, your mom, all these different people, we have to go within and really find the voice that's being critical and change and shift our own inner voice. We have to shift the environment within, and then the environment will shift on the outside. Now let me say this. There are people that may never ever shift. People may go out of your lives. So what if it's like a mom or a dad? Someone that you can't change, they don't want to change, your inner work, isn't really changing their patterns and behaviors. It's really up to them. What you do is you show up differently. You show up really owning yourself and communicating what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And you get to say, you know what, that criticism, that felt like criticism to me, that was an ouch. That doesn't feel good to me. And maybe, just maybe, they'll start becoming more aware in your presence. They may, and my mom did this for years, oh, don't be so sensitive. All I could do is keep owning myself and owning how I feel, and communicating what's important. Yes, Mom, I am sensitive, and that's a gift. It's not a problem. We own ourselves, but we cannot ever change another person. We can't use law of attraction and universal laws to make a lover come back to us. Now, if we shift within ourselves, we do our own growth, and all of a sudden the lover comes back, great. But we can't set out to make the lover come back, or to make your kids not be so rebellious, or those type of things. But what I do know is, as you do your own shifting, as you shift the patterns within yourself that hold you back, as you heal the wounds, as you go really deep within the energy within you, and you shift that energy, things and people and situations shift on the outside as well. So the answer to, if you ever want to change someone else outside of you, can't be done. You have to look at what buttons are these people pushing within you, because that's the pattern that you have within yourself to develop, to release, to look at. But it's always about our own personal growth. We can affect somebody else, and that's a lot of times what I do with my coaching is, I have an advanced course that's called Light Body. And so what I'll do is I'll hold the students in a high space, transmitting energy to them, not sending them energy or anything like that, but just me being in my full space and thinking of that person and seeing them in their highest place. That's why coaching is amazing. I have coaches that do the same for me. They see me at my absolute highest. And when you could start shifting and stop seeing your mom as a problem or your ex-husband as, you know, you want him to get him to do something or come back, or you want your kids. When you can really be in your own space and really feel the love and the energy within you and feel the connection, and then you think of that other person, that affects their energy. But again, it's up to them if they want to step into that energy and really feel that and own that, or if they want to stay where they are, if they want to stay stuck, if they want to go to a different place. But what's going to happen is that energy dynamic will shift, but it has to happen within. What I love about this work, and what I love about universal laws, is that a lot of people come into learning about this because they want to manifest something. Whether it's a better relationship, a relationship in general, they want to make more money, they want to find a new job, they want to change their mom, you know, they want something to change on the outside. And any change, any shift, any manifestation, anything outside of you, it's all based on you. You are the energy generator. You are the dream maker. You are the map maker. You are the one that when you send out, everything in your outer reality shifts. So if you could just even close your eyes, that's why meditation is so great, and just let all those images fade away and put all of your focus and your attention back on yourself and pay attention to, how am I feeling? What's up for me today? How am I thinking? Are these thoughts empowering me? Are they disempowering me? How can I send more love to my mom? What button is my mom pushing within me that I need to look at? It's always about ourselves. It's always about going within. As within, so without. As you shift and change, you shift your patterns even, limiting beliefs, the early conditioning that we had, things outside of us will change. And it's really funny, one last thing, is that there's this idea in the universe, well, not in the universe, in our society, that being selfish is bad, when we can only come from the self. And that type of training, that selfish is bad, it gets us all completely removed from ourselves and focusing on everybody and everything outside of ourselves. When the truth is, we have to be selfish. We can only come from the self. When we come from the self, then we can give freely. My dear mentor, Karen Lamarck Wilson, and she teaches in the Energy Mastery for Advancing Coaching course, she talks about give from the saucer. And I love that, so I just want to leave you with this. You know, think of like a cup and a saucer. Maybe you drink coffee, maybe you drink tea. And when you're selfish enough, you're filling your cup up. And you keep filling it up until it goes over. And then there's stuff, there's coffee, there's tea, there's energy, there's love, whatever it is, in the saucer. And you give from the saucer, not from the cup. So the more you give to yourself, the more you turn inward, the more you're doing your inner work, your whole entire outer reality will shift. I promise you that. It is law. So let me know how this has impacted you. Please leave me your comments in the sections below. Let's continue the conversation. This is the way I get to know everybody, and I so appreciate you watching. Thank you, and have a really great day.